Welcome to JOEYCTV. Tonight I'm doing an alone challenge and trying a different kind of experiment tonight. So I walked out to this cemetery and planted my static camera before I even started shooting this video, just to see if we pick up anything. Now, I don't know much about this place. It's a small cemetery, probably a really new cemetery it looks like, by just walking back there and putting out my camera. So anyway, it's called the Seminole County Cemetery. Somebody I work with told me about this place, and supposedly, urban legend, it's a haunted place. He claims that he came here one night with his girlfriend. They were walking around at night and they saw a shadow figure and they felt like they were being chased out. Again, don't know. But I do know this much. You're coming with. We're going to see what we capture on the static camera. Like I said, there's really not that much here, but who knows, maybe we'll pick some cool stuff up. I hope so. Also, I've been working like crazy, guys. It's like I got 3 full-time jobs: working out, my day job, and then this job. So I've been so busy, guys, but I'm enjoying putting these videos out for you. Real curious if we'll pick up anything. I hope the camera hasn't overheated. It's only been back there a couple of minutes. But we're going to check it out, and you're coming with. Let's do this. Alright, so like I said, I really don't know much about this place. Seminole County Cemetery. Quite honestly, guys, if I didn't hear about this place, I never would have even noticed it. Like, I could drive past this 1,000 times, and I would never know that this cemetery existed at all. As you can clearly see, it's empty, pretty much. There's no grave stones here, but there are grave markers. And when I was setting up the camera, I noticed most of them are very recent. The other thing I noticed is, well, there's a road here, a dirt road alongside, and there's some structure at the end of it, but I think it's somebody's house. But I do notice too, like as soon as I turned this light on and walked in here, and this was charged before I left, it started getting dim right away. I just heard a scream. It's strange. Now, there are buildings around us, but I don't know why there'd be a scream. Anyway, you could see where I set up the static camera over there. You can see the light coming alongside here. And then these graves that I could see here all look, I'd like to say that it says 2021. The other ones I looked at when I was walking up seemed to be pretty new, all within the last like 4 or 5 years. But anyway, there's my static cam. Boy, that'd be cool if we picked something up on it. But I put the flashlight as well as... Did you guys hear that? Oh, that's bizarre. I heard like people talking behind the fence. There's just a dirt road there. Anyway, here's my static cam. Okay, it seems to be recording well. It's sometimes overheats. It overheats because I got this mic around it that wraps around the GoPro, and I think it keeps the heat in. Anyway, we're gonna check this out tonight. I'm really thankful tonight that I'm not in a musky, moldy building, and it's a weird feeling here too. Anyway, let's kind of walk around. I'll let this camera just film there. And I'm not really sure why blue started dying out. Well, let me show you. This is where I just heard voices. I think one of the cameras should have picked it up. See, this just dimmed as well. See, there's a dirt road back here. And there's some kind of structure over there, and quite honestly I don't know what it is, but I'm assuming looks like somebody has a truck and a trailer back there maybe, so I'm assuming that's their home. Like I said, this is a very small place. And if you look at the ground, it looks like a lot of graves are so recent that you could still see the outline of the rectangular shape where they would put the casket in the ground all over this place. So I don't know what the significance of this is. I have to look it up, I suppose, because it does appear that these are recent, and I don't know if it's because of the pandemic, maybe. I don't even know. But I'm curious now. 2017, that's the oldest grave I've seen so far. Okay, 2016. What the hell was that? That made my heart jump. There's some noise coming up. There's a bus coming by, but that's not what I heard. And actually, look at this. There's actually the very first actual tombstone that I've seen. Or, I'm not sure if this is considered a tombstone, but what I'm trying to say is the first one that's made out of marble. Everything else is like this. And then some of these are just straight up unmarked. Look at that. Or vandalized, maybe. Okay, 2015. So apparently it started this way, and then it got to the newer graves that way. That makes sense. Okay. Still 2015, so new. What was that? Back there, I just sounded like a bunch of like movement. I mean, it could be like an animal, but man, that made me jump. Okay, let's see what's back there. There's like something big moving through the brush. It always makes me jump because, let's face it, I'm in a cemetery, it's night, I'm by myself. Not scared, but I do get jumpy. I mean, sure that was just an animal, but still startled me. I can't wait to listen to that static camera because it's the first time I left the static camera prior to entering a place. I usually do it when I'm, after I enter, and I'm, so while I was down by the car, which is way down there, I was actually had this rolling. So let's sit here and try to see. Well, I guess I don't mind sitting on the ground. All right, I'm kneeling here on the ground. I'm going to try the voice recorder, see if we capture anything. And I'm really curious to see if the static cam will too. But let's try this out. Are there any spirits here tonight? Please talk into this device. It's creepy as heck being here. Are you watching me in the cemetery tonight? Is there anything that you want to communicate to me and our audience? Now's your chance. All right. Let's see if we captured anything on it. I'm going to stand up for this. Whew, it's hard holding the camera, having these two lights in my face. But let's see, maybe we captured something. Are there any spirits here tonight? Please talk into this device. It's creepy as heck being here. Are you watching me in the cemetery tonight? Is there anything that you want to communicate to me and our audience? Now's your chance. All right. So I didn't hear anything on that. So I'm wondering if the static cam will pick up anything. But if you hear anything and I missed it, let me know. But it sounded like just dead air. So let's continue walking around. Maybe we'll try the Necrophonic app. And maybe, just maybe, the static cam will pick up something. Let me turn the flashlight back on. Look at my shadow in the tree, it's cool. There's a road right there. There must be some kind of like kennel or something over there. There's dogs going crazy, so I'm assuming there's a kennel. Anyway, kind of a sad little cemetery, really. Like, I guess this was created maybe for, you know, maybe people who didn't have money to get a grave tombstone or anything for their loved ones, which is sad, you know. These placards don't really seem to last, or they get knocked over, or, you know, like this one just has a piece of paper in it. So I guess that's kind of, life is funny, you know. You don't want to, you never know where you'll end up, and, you know, these are all once somebody's loved ones, and it's sad to see that this is all they have left right here. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of praying lately, and, you know, I guess you get, I don't know, maybe some of you guys can relate, but the older I get, makes you really evaluate how fast time goes, and I don't know, just makes me feel sometimes melancholy, or I don't know. thinking about when the kids were young and how fast everything goes. Let me make sure this didn't overheat, because it does, and it's warm out. Yeah, this thing's still going like a champ. Look at that. Wow. Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, I'm gonna start heading out. This seems like such a small cemetery. Well, it more than seems. It is a very small cemetery, but quite frankly, I gotta work in the morning. And it's like 10:30 at night. You know, I really should be heading back. Hopefully this picked up something. Little experiment, a new place. One thing about doing these videos, you know, sometimes you never know until you get to a place what to expect, you know, and unfortunately this place is so small. Come on, Blue, turn on. Alright, sorry, it took me a minute to juggle these two flashlights, which are burning hot in my hands, but let's get out of here with these two flashlights and this camera. I hope we picked something up, but maybe we didn't. Do I feel any certain kind of way here? More of a sadness. You could hear the dog screaming. I mean, it must be a kennel. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Thanks for joining tonight. I hope this video turns out to be a great one. It's always fun making these videos, and who knows, maybe we captured something, maybe not. Nevertheless, spooky place, cool to come to. Till our next adventure. Love and peace.